The Morgan silver dollar is one of the most beloved coins in the history of the United States Mint. It was initially struck from 1878 until 1921 during its initial run, and it became so popular with collectors after the series ended that it ended up returning triumphantly after a 100-year hiatus in 2021. Due to the massive fanfare that these new silver dollars received, the U.S. Mint released more Morgan dollars in 2023 and has told us there are several more planned for the years ahead. With silver dollar fever hitting an all-time high, collectors are clamoring to get their hands on the original coins that started it all. And this silver dollar here is one of the rarest pieces released during that first year of issue in 1878. The 7/8 tail feather strike with the strong appearance. Now, this whole coin only exists due to the poor rollout of the Morgan dollar series during its first year of issue. And while it wasn't actually production issues like many other coins in the US Mint's history, the issue was the design, or more accurately, the public's reception of it. You see, when the coin was first released, it had 8 tail feathers on the eagle. Initially, this seemed like not a problem. Everyone assumed that this was the correct number. However, many individuals in the public sphere started pointing to that and saying, I don't think that's right. I'm not sure if it's 7 or it's 9. They never got a permanent consensus, but everyone seemed to believe that eagles had an odd number of feathers. So the US Mint, to avoid any issues, quickly changed the design from 8 tail feathers over to 7. The only problem was, during this transition, they didn't fully wipe off some of the 8 tail feather dies when they were working on them. As a result, some of the coins got struck with both designs on the same coin, and it resulted in the special 7/8 strike. This stunning coin is in beautiful, uncirculated condition despite being over 146 years old. It is item number 905-1151. It's 905-1151. And at just $299.95 for each of our coins tonight, we are more than $390 less than our nearest competitor's price for an uncirculated 7/8 Morgan dollar. You can give us a call at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, avccoins.com. Then once you're there, click the search bar you see on the page and type in 905-1151. One more time, that item number is 905-1151. And grab yourself not only one of the most sought-after Morgan dollars in the entire series, but the first true error coin in the series as well. The 7/8 tail feather strike is a coin that we only had because the public tried to tell the US Mint they had done something wrong. And to avoid it being a huge public fiasco, the US Mint changed quickly. Though when the dust would finally settle years later, they would find out they may have actually had the right design all along. But I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's start breaking down the numbers so you can see just how rare these error strikes truly are. Now, during that first year of issue, they would end up striking a little over 749,000 coins with that 8 tail feather design before they removed it and replaced it with the 7 tail feather. And once they replaced it, they ended up striking 9.75 million total Morgan dollars with the 7 tail feather design. And it's that that mintage that these 7/8 tail feathers come from. So out of 9.7 million coins that could possibly have this error strike, NGC and PCGS combined have certified just 18,760 in any grade whatsoever. That breaks down to just 1 in every 520 Morgan dollars struck at the Philadelphia Mint with the 7 tail feather design that year. If you were to turn that into a percentage, it is not only less than 1%, not only less than 1/2 of 1%, it is less than 1/4% of the entire mintage. The actual number is 0.19% of the entire mintage. And it's that rarity is why this coin costs over $690 with our competitors today. And that's just the 7/8 tail feather coin. They don't have that strong designation, which is how well you can see the actual error strike itself. We are more than $390 less at $299.95. And to put that into perspective, that means you could buy 2 of our coins tonight, and you're still going to save over $90 versus the price of 1 coin with our competition, and our coins have that strong appearance. Now, as I said before, when the dust finally settled after this coin existed, people kind of actually decided, let's ask the actual experts about eagles. How many feathers do they actually have? And the answer that came back kind of was a half and half. Their argument was the vast majority of eagles that we have in captivity are in captivity because they were injured or wounded and therefore are already missing feathers more often than not. And for those that we do know exist in the wild, typically there is a symmetry in nature, so likely 8 was more correct than 7, which is hilarious to think of when you think about the United States Mint. Very rarely do they do something correctly and then change it after being told it was wrong. It's almost always the other way around, which is why this coin is so unique in US Mint history. But let's put it into perspective how rare this coin is and how good of a value this coin is at less than $300 a coin tonight. The 8 tail feather coin that was only struck for a short 11-ish day period when the coin was first released has a population today over 40,000 known coins, more than double the population of the 7/8. And if you can find that 8 tail feather in ungraded, uncirculated condition, it is an $830 coin. We are well over $500 less for a coin that is twice as rare by population. And let's talk about one of the holy grails from that first year of issue, the 1878 from Carson City. 2.2 million in mintage, yet today has a population of 75,066 coins. That coin today is an $1,100 coin in uncirculated condition. Our coin is more than 4 times rarer and more than $865 less at just $299.95. When it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always important. And that holds especially true when the US Mint makes a mistake that first year and you get a rare error coin like the 7/8 tail feather. The phone lines are getting very backed up, and at more than $390 less than our nearest competition's prices, these special silver dollars will not last long. We do have many more coins to show you guys tonight, so it is time for us to be moving on. If you're waiting to speak to one of our operators, don't hang up. We'll get to you as soon as we can. You do not want to miss out on your chance to own this rare first year of issue silver dollar. But that said, let's see what we have coming up next.